What's going on, guys? It's Unchained here, and we're going to be doing another Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer match. I guess we could do some Blitz. I'll talk about that while we actually get into the game. I didn't get a chance to take advantage of the double EXP over the weekend because I was hanging out with my girlfriend, but it's okay because it made Monday so much more exciting. I was totally looking forward to this all day at work today. So yeah, I don't have too many updates as far as the next-gen consoles go, but I did say that I wasn't going to talk about it all that much because I was bringing it up way too much and it was just getting kind of redundant. But one thing that's, I guess, worth noting is I am going to be getting 3 PS4 games at launch. Initially, I was going to go by that whole rumor of the weekly ad at Target that they were saying it's going to be buy 2 games, get 1 free. And then I was thinking GameStop was going to take advantage of them doing that by making a better deal of their own. But all they did was this crappy deal yesterday, being Sunday, where if you trade in any hardware towards the... I think it could be on the Xbox as well, but if you trade in any hardware towards next-gen, I think it's only towards next-gen consoles, you get 90% trade-in credit, which is insane. So essentially, if you go to trade in, let's say, an original Wii, and let's say you'd get 25 bucks for it, you'd normally get, like, I'd say almost 50. So it's pretty good. Unfortunately, I didn't have any hardware to trade in, so I didn't really take advantage of that deal, because there really wasn't much to take advantage of to begin with. Before I get talking into anything else, this is Blitz. Essentially, I could either defend our hole, or I guess portal, whatever, or I can go attack theirs. It's a good mix of defend and attack. So you can kind of defend your base or attack theirs, and regardless, you're going to get some action. Now, generally, when you defend this hole, or portal, once again, you can either sit really close to it, or you can defend it at a distance, but you got to make sure you can kill them before they actually get in it, because if they're in it, their team gets a point. I think most of this match, though, I'm just going to kind of run around and maybe see if I can get some points just running in their portal. But yeah, I had a really weird thing happen to me the other day before I went to Hannah's for the weekend. I got a Blockbuster game in the mail, and I was trying to figure out... By the way, I'm not going to be aiming very well because I don't have enough squad points to make a class that I'd actually be decent with. I'm good with submachine guns in general, but I've been kind of using the default one here, the Vector, because I wasn't really that smart when I was trying to distribute my squad points effectively, and I just kind of threw them on a couple of perks. So right now, I don't have any grenades or secondary weapon. I basically just made a bunch of perks kind of edged towards quick aiming and movement. In the future, I'm definitely probably going to get another weapon, at least one with... maybe try to snipe a little bit here and there. I'm usually a run and gunner when it comes to Call of Duty, and I'm pretty damn good at it. But the other night, I was just getting my ass kicked, like, so bad that I knew I must have been doing something wrong. Now, I have bad games here and there, just like anybody else in a video game, especially a shooter or Call of Duty. You know, I was literally going, like, minus 15, like, multiple games in a row. And I was trying to figure out what the hell I was doing wrong. Like, I literally was getting shot in the back so many times. And as you guys probably could have, you know, figured out from watching my first 2 multiplayer videos, I was getting raped. And it wasn't even like my accuracy was bad. Like, how the fuck can you be bad at Call of Duty? Like, it's too easy to aim in this game. Now, when I miss my shots, keep in mind, this gun has a lot of kick. And I'm trying to shoot people at medium to long range. I don't play the maps very well. Honestly, this is only my second time ever seeing this map. I played it a little earlier today, so I'm really just winging it. But yeah, I don't really feel like aiming in this game is that hard in general, and it's really just about making a class that better suits you as a player. Shit, I got myself caught in a reload. I tried to double tap Y to undo the reload, but I forgot I don't have a handgun to double tap. So instead, I just kind of got stuck in the jump animation. That was terrible. But, yeah, so anyway, I mean, I'm not going to be doing that great, as I always try to subconsciously mention to you guys so you don't get really bored of my videos. But, yeah, so the other day, I got a Blockbuster game in the mail. Now, I was a Blue Ticket member for months, and Blockbuster just apparently... Actually, they're going out of business. Let me bring that up first before I talk about what happened to me. So, Blockbuster is now going out of business permanently. By next month, or actually specifically by the end of this coming year, they're going to be totally out of business, well, as far as their main retail stores go. So here's what's going to happen. 300 of their stores are going out of business. Only, let me try to say this so it's right. 300 of their stores are going out of business, and they have only a couple stores that are actually going to remain. Now, it's their main chain stores. So there's going to be very few of them. Honestly, if I were to guess, I'd say 50 or less. But honestly, they've already filed for bankruptcy years ago, and they're in more of a shitter now. So they've been having a lot of problems financially, as you guys have known. And from this guy just doesn't want to fucking die, so I'm just going to not even go over there anymore. But they've made a lot of really bitchy business practices. Now, I didn't know how bad Blockbuster was until I read some forums. But apparently, like, one guy wrote in a forum, he was like, yeah, I worked as a manager at Blockbuster in the 90s, and I was literally required, like, it was 50% of my job, to call up everybody that had a $2 or more balance on late fees and threaten to report them to the credit companies. Yeah, like, that's just one of the bullshit things they used to do. They just weren't very nice. Like, they didn't announce to the customers when they increased their prices. They didn't really ever give you any more for them extra money. Like, I was a blue ticket member at one point. It was like $12 a month. Then they increased it to $16. And I was really low on cash, and I didn't have enough money to buy games, so I'm like, whatever. You know, it's a lot of money. They increased their prices, but $16 a month is still cheaper than buying $60 here, $60 there for a game. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Fuck it. And then I went to one Blockbuster, and this guy was like, dude, just to let you know, I don't know why he told me when I think back at it, but he was like, just to let you know, we're actually raising our prices to $25 a month or something like that. I know it was at least $24, but I'm going to say $25. So anyway, I found out they were raising their prices, and I canceled immediately because I'm like, okay, that's getting ridiculous. Like, that's literally almost getting to the point where it's a third of the price of a damn game just for a month. And who's to say I'm only going to go through 1 or 2 games a month? Like, it's just not even worth it. So, anyway, Blockbuster has been canceled. I haven't been a blue ticket member in about, I'm going to say 6 months. And randomly, I got, as of, I think, I want to say Thursday, I went downstairs and I realized there was a Blockbuster by mail game at the bottom of the stairs. And it was Zelda Skyward Swords. And that was one of the games that was in my queue months back when I had a queue, when I had the account. Now, this is how it works if you guys have never heard of blue ticket members for Blockbuster, like memberships. Essentially what it means is you can get one game or movie in and out at a time. So, let's say I go to a Blockbuster and rent Call of Duty. And I want to rent a movie. I'd have to spend the money to rent that movie. If I want to rent another game, I can, but I'd have to bring back Call of Duty. You can only take one disc out of the Blockbuster at a time. Now, that kind of bites, but especially because you got to drive to Blockbuster, and I was like 20 minutes from it. But on top of that, which was like a nice little added bonus until they raised the prices like 50 times, basically now on top of that deal, where well, it wasn't really a deal, it was the membership, 1 in, 1 out at a time, you were allowed to get 1 in a month, or take 1 out from a queue on the Blockbuster.com website. So, naturally, you know, even if you have 3 games in your queue, it could take you 3 months, with the assumption that it takes you 1 month per game to get through all those games, because you're only allowed 1 per month. So, honestly, you're not going to go through those games in your queue that quick. Well, I pretty much, long story short, without like stretching this out any longer than it has to, because I clearly can talk and play. I'm usually pretty good at multitasking, but I'm doing pretty bad right now. Basically what happened was, I received a game even though my membership has been canceled for 6 months. So, I'm not entirely sure if I want to return it, because they're already like 99% out of business, and I'm 100% positive they don't have my credit card information. Unless it's stored in that one particular Blockbuster that I used to go to, they have no way of charging me. I went and checked my bank, made sure they didn't charge me. The rental was as of, I think, November 4th. And I was like, why the fuck did they send me this game? I haven't been a member in months. It was just kind of weird. So, it's actually been a pretty lucky week for me. So, I pretty much got that game for free, and I'm going to sell it when I go to pick up the PS4. And on top of that, I like how that animation just zaps him up my ass. I had no chance to aim and shoot him. On top of that, the other night, I actually found a folded up 20 on the ground oh, God, got him. Fuck, I'm stuttering so bad. I'm just, you know what it is? Every time I get a kill, I'm so excited. I'm like, all right, I gotta focus. Because honestly, I've been doing so bad in this Call of Duty, among others. And I'm just trying to make sure I don't look too bad, because I know my first 2 videos were really embarrassing. Basically, in a gas station on the floor, I found $40. And I'm like, damn, with that $40 and the Zelda Skyward Sword trade-in, I pretty much got a free game just out of pure luck. I haven't found money in a long time. When I was a little kid, I used to snowboard all the time, and I found like me and my friend found $80 in 20s on the ground of the ski lodge, and we were so excited because obviously when you're a little kid, you see $80. It's like finding 1,000 or even more as an adult. Like even though when you make, let's say, even a couple thousand a month on the low end, a salary paying job, $1,000 is pretty sweet. I mean, if you found $1,000 even as an adult on the ground, I mean, that's some pretty damn good pocket change. That's like a free fucking TV right there. So yeah, finding $40 wasn't a hell of a lot, but I was like, damn, that's like a free game right there. I'll take it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting more games when the next gen comes out. So speaking of next gen, I'm not going to talk too much into it because I know I kind of wanted to have a little embargo myself on these next gen conversations, and I was going to wait till the unboxing videos come out for when I decide to record those. But yeah, essentially the Target deal is a giant piece of crap. I'm not really a fan of it. I was essentially going to go to Target and try to get the buy two get one free deal there, but then I was like, I really don't want to wait online. That was a stupid place to put it, by the way. It's okay, I'm just putting things down. I don't care, because I just want to get the points. Because I'm not really paying attention anyway. I actually always usually pay attention to my perks and stuff, but I have to get back into the... Oh, this is a marksman rifle. I'm shooting it like a assault rifle, like a moron. Okie doke. Didn't realize what that was. But yeah, basically Target's doing a buy two get one free on PS4 games. Actually, all games for that matter. I think it was from Sunday until the end of this current week. And I was like, damn, the games I want don't actually hit Target until Friday, the day the PS4 comes out. And I'm like, oh, I really don't want to go to fucking Target when every moron is going to be getting their console, because then you know how hectic that's going to be. I pretty much called the store, and Hannah came up with a pretty good idea. She's like, why don't you just go in the store and pre-order the game so you don't have to wait online? So I'm like, there's no way fucking Target's actually going to let me pre-order. So I called Target, and the dude at the electronics department was like, yeah, we don't take any in-store pre-orders on games. And as far as consoles are concerned, we're probably only going to have 1 or 2 units outside of the already pre-ordered consoles. And I'm like, well, I already have my console pre-ordered at GameStop. I was just wondering about the games. He said, well, we're going to be getting a lot of games in, but, earlier the better if you want to wait online. So I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't want to do that. Luckily, the gods have answered. And Amazon is actually doing a deal. Buy 2, get 1 free, and they're doing that as of tomorrow at noon on the East Coast, at 9 o'clock West Coast. So it's going to be great. I'm going to do that. You basically put 3 games in your checkout, in your cart, get ready to check out, and then you apply this promotional code that they give you, and then you essentially get one of those games for free. So I'm going to do that and just hope to hell I get the games by the time the console comes out. If I have to pay a little bit more for shipping, I totally will. But yeah, so I had a pretty lucky week. Found some money, and I found that deal on Amazon, so it's making the next gen a little bit less stressful for me, because I don't know if you guys are anything like me, but anytime anything like this comes up where a ton of people are getting ready to buy something, I'm like, oh god, I don't want to have to wait online with these idiots. They're all going to be crazy. It's kind of like the same reason why I don't shop on Black Friday. But anyway, that's a whole other conversation. But thanks for watching and listening, guys. I'm going to do a couple more multiplayer videos of Ghosts, and stay tuned.